Hey everyone, welcome to another video on my channel. I am Margaret from Well Coach. Today we're just going to do a little bit of real talk off the cuff. I will be making mistakes, I'm sure, as I go along. Please bear with me. What I wanted to do today was just share with you some of the things that I have to do behind the scenes before I'm coaching a team, before I'm coaching an individual, some of the resources I use that have become really helpful for me on my journey. So what I'm going to be doing today is linking through, sharing my screen with you, linking through to a couple of different sites that I use. One of them is for a website that I would go to if I'm planning a retrospective for a team. Another one is just looking at Miro, looking at the types of planning that I go into when I'm thinking about doing an individual coaching. I also at some point will share with you some other resources that I have up. I've got so many, it's ridiculous really. But without further ado, let's kind of just get into it. First thing we'll touch on is the team stuff. So when I'm planning to do a team retrospective, there's a couple of things that I'm going to do. One of the very first things is I'm going to kind of plan out what that's going to look like. Each session is going to be different, right? So when you come into a session with a team, you are kind of wanting to focus on one of the areas that's been a problem for them during the sprint, during the month, whatever the cadence is that your team is following, right? Generally, you get a sense of what that problem is from the conversations that you are all having. So, one of the tools that I started using really early on when I first started working as a Scrum Master, and even before that, was a tool called Retromat. And bear with me a second while I share my screen with you so I can take you to that website. This won't be seamless. Remember, I'm just starting out my journey as a content creator, so please bear with me. I will get better at this, I promise. Okay. So what we can see here, this is retromat.org. It is has been curated by an amazing lady called Karina. She also did a print version of this many years ago, and I do have a print version of this, not in my hands right now. I can't show you what it looks like. This is off the cuff stuff, remember. No, I don't have one that I can show you, sorry. But this is her website. Super, super simple to use. So as most of us know, or you may not know, so that's really silly of me to assume, but what you may not realize is that there are actually 5 parts to a retrospective. There is setting the stage, gathering the data, generating the insights, deciding what to do, and then closing out your retrospective. So the great thing is with this website is that it actually gives you the ability to pick the flavor that you want to do going through each of those 5 stages. So you can either get a random retrospective plan, or you can search for activities specifically by ID and keyword. If you click on the little arrows, it takes you through the different types of retrospectives that you can use. And some of them even have photos that may or may not load. Again, this is off the cuff. We're flying by the seat of our pants right now. I have no idea if that's going to work. Maybe not. We'll close that out. So that's one of the tools that I use when I am looking at building out retrospectives. And sometimes it takes me a bit of time. I'm quite fortunate that I have a really good home office space set up, so I'm able to spread out. For those of you who have worked with me in the past, you will know, and for my children who I know watch my videos as well, you will be very aware that I tend to do a lot of scribbling and drawing on paper. It's how I get my thoughts out. I'm super visual. Behind me, I have whiteboards that I also am quite visual with and draw on as well. So when I'm planning a retrospective, I'm normally writing it all out. Now, I do have here this roll that has in it, I had a look earlier today, I have got in this roll, and this is just a puzzle mat, I think 65 different retrospectives that I have run over the past, and this is plans for them, that I've run over the past decade at least. And that's just what I did on paper, but I've got them virtually as well. You know, there was a time where we had to work from home, and so during that time, everything was done in Miro or Mural or whatever the tool was that we were using. And so I even had them in, you know, up in Miro and planned them all up in there. But this is a really valuable tool. If you ever have the opportunity to facilitate a retrospective and you're a little bit stuck on trying to know what to do, go and check out retromat.org. Really, really great. I'm not affiliated in any way with this, but I just want to shout out its praises because it's amazing. One of the other tools that I wanted to show you was actually Miro. It is it's my online tool that I use a lot of. I have got so many boards that I'm still kind of splitting out from. Sorry, I'll start that again. Okay, so there are a number of boards that I also have within Miro that I use as tools. And when I'm going to be working with an individual who doesn't want to meet in person, is more comfortable meeting virtually, or if I'm working with a group of people and we're kind of doing that hybrid thing where we're having a work at home day, then Miro is my tool of choice that I use. I will, share with you again my screen. I have so many boards that I have created and collected over the years and over my time. Facilitation tips and tricks, I've got blank facilitation canvases. This is probably one of the tools that I use a lot of. So if I'm going to be facilitating something for a team, I will go and fill in one of these canvases here. This one here is from Nomad 8. You can get this from their website as well. It is a really great resource. Again, but this is time that I take to actually work through this. These sessions, they just don't happen magically. You know, when I'm coaching somebody, I do take time to do my own research, homework, whatever I need to feel prepared for whatever might come out of that session. When I am working with a team, I will always fill in one of these forms, even if it's something simple, like we're going to do an elaboration on a topic or on a new product, or on, you know, we've got a screen and we've got to put a button on it. Well, I need to facilitate those conversations if there's nobody else there that can lead those, and so I'll fill out one of these canvases. Again, these are just my experiences, all right? Everybody's experience, everybody's knowledge is going to be different. Please don't come at me for that. Really, really great tool, Nomad 8. I'll just, sorry, I keep stopping my screen there. I do have a lot of personal stuff on this, on my Miro board, and client information that I don't need everybody in the world to see. So bear with me for a minute while I just get into another screen so I can show you. You know, when I'm going on my coaching journey with an individual, I do have different options for them. I have different coaching options, whether it be, you know, a 3-month journey or a 6-month journey, whatever's going to work for them. I have to do some work for that, especially if it's going to have pages that parts that we can talk about, where they can fill things in, we can talk about stuff, and then they can go away and do some work for themselves. This is a board for them to keep. But I have to do some work myself to actually get set up to have those conversations. And so all the planning that I need to do, this board has given me the space to do all of that. It's just amazing. Now, if you haven't actually used Miro before, there's another thing that I do want to show you, because there are so many different options in Miro for you to use templates, and I have used a lot of these in my time during my own career. I've created some templates as well that are in here, but there are just so many different options. There's a calendar for most years. You've got journey maps. If you're somebody who's working as a product person, you've got a journey map here. You can go and have a look at that. There's AI and transformation, Miro experts, psychological safety. So important in teams. But so many templates that have been made where somebody has used or done something in a certain way, used a tool within Miro, found some real value from it, and so wants to share that. You know, you just have to kind of look at, these are all just different retrospectives that people have actually built into Miro boards, which is awesome. You also get some icebreakers and games in here too. So if you ever want those, they're there. But yeah, just rounding out, how can I end this? First of all, I guess I want to say that coaching doesn't just happen. There is a lot of work behind the scenes. There's a lot of prep that I do as when I'm working with teams. It doesn't just happen on the fly. I need to make sure that I'm going to be facilitating the best session for them so that they can feel that they have a space which is safe, that they can talk about whatever they need to talk about, that they feel enlightened sometimes when they're talking to each other, or that they're able to just build something amazing and great. So yeah, just if you're going into a session today, take some time to thank your facilitator at the end. Know that they would have done some work to prepare for it. If you're getting a coaching session from somebody, thank your coach for taking the time, because they would have done something as well to help you. That's what we're all here for. We're just here to help support everybody that we work with. But yeah, that's pretty much all I want to say. So this is my real talk for today. If you've made it to the end of this video, thank you so much. If you feel the need, please like and subscribe. You don't have to. There is no I don't expect it. It's fine. My goal here is just to maybe have said something that's inspired you today. So once again, thanks for taking the time. I'm Margaret from Well Coach. Discover your potential.